Slayers! Happy Friday night, y'all. Frankie Provolone here with Slay Nation Tournament Fishing. And it's Friday, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Raise a cup. Coffee. OCC. Slayer Select. Delicious. All right, y'all. It's Friday night. It's Slay Station night. We are going to recap all of our March Slay Nation events. We got some directors on. We got some Slayers on. And tonight, the big thing, the Slay Nation ZPRO battery giveaway. 2 winners are going to be named tonight. 30 amp hour, 100 amp hour. Let's go. We got some comments already flowing in here. Jerry Thigh, Oklahoma Slayer. Good luck tomorrow, brother. Joshua Fusen, New York Kayak Series Director. Eugenio Ramirez, New York Slayer. Who else? We got some Facebook users. Now, if you don't grant StreamYard permission to use your Facebook name, we don't know who's commenting. It's just going to come back as Facebook user. So just leave a little comment like, what's up, Slayers? And then leave your name, Brad from Virginia, whatever. But listen, hope everybody's doing great. We got Brian Martin in the house here. What's up? Hey. So listen, y'all, we got a lot of people hopping on tonight. We're going to share a lot of information. But before I do that, I got to share with y'all. We had our first Slay Nation Expo here at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. It's our largest casino. Was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Met tons of people from the industry that felt like family. Like I've known them for 30 years. Met the Fresh Baits guys, Euro Tackle, Extreme Philly Fishing. If you don't know on YouTube, who's got tons of subscribers. Leo, awesome dude. Mega Strike, Bobby Allrig. And then we shared a booth. We had Hooks at Hoodlums, Heat Your Meat. It was the perfect booth. You can catch it. You could cook it with Heat Your Meat, and you could look good doing it with Hooks at Hoodlums. It was the perfect booth setup. So listen, we got some hats. I had hats made. I got to get rid of these things, right? So gray brim, black, Richardson 112s, bada boom, bada bing. I got a few different styles, limited sizes. Here's another one. Right, that's like that lime green Slay Nation, and I have other flat brims. I think I got like 1 or 2 fitteds left too, camo fits. So we'll post those, and people can purchase that stuff. And then I got some Slay Nation dog tags. Right, one of them says "Slaying ain't easy." Right, 2023, and the other one says "A family that stays together slays together." So get your Slay tags. We'll post that and let y'all know. And that's it. But without further ado, let's thank our title sponsor, ZPRO Lithium Batteries, and our 4 presenting sponsors for supporting us this season. X-Zone Lures, by the way, Stealth Invader, new product drop. Go get it and use your 30% discount code SLAYERS. Heat Your Meat, right? Slayin' 10. Save yourself some money on some awesome seasoning, and I have a new product coming out. Can't tell you what it is, but I got a sample, and that's going on some steaks this weekend. All right, Hooks at Hoodlums, Ride or Collide. Go check out Hooks at Hoodlums. They got brand new gear from the show. They got some brass knuckle hat, like awesome stuff. Go check it out. I think you'll like it. And Harmony Fishing Company, the official hook of Slay Nation Tournament Fishing. And now let's get some Slayers on. Some directors. Dave Nunez, California Kayak Series Director. We got Ed Munoz representing Georgia Slay Nation. Josiah the Messiah, Central Florida. What's up? Nice shirt, dog. You got a little goodie from Ray, I see. Oh, I like that, dude. I don't even have that. I don't even have that shit. And we got AJ Gagliardo, Southern Nevada Kayak Series Director. What's up, boys? How we doing tonight?
What's going on?
Good.
Not much. It's Friday. It's heating up here in the Northeast. It's right around the corner. Our season's about to crack off in 3 weeks, so we're good, man. We're trying to catch up to y'all out there down west and down south.
Halfway through the season already. We're halfway.
3 events in out of 8 already?
Yep. We have our 4th one next weekend. Yep.
That's ridiculous. I haven't even rigged a poll yet. But listen, thank you guys for hopping on. We got Brandon from Oklahoma in the house here in the chat. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, we got New Jersey Slayers in the house. Burn, what's up? If you're on YouTube, right, whatever, share it. Facebook, share it. Okay. We do these once a month, the end of the month. and we recap all the tournaments that happened prior, especially if you don't follow all of our social media stuff. This is a great way to recap it all in one spot and get some Slay Nation peeps on here as well. It's snowing right now here in New Hampshire. Yeah, you can keep that snow. But thanks for sharing. So listen, we had a busy month already, and it's not even. We still have like, I don't know, 9 or 10 Slay. No, we got like 9 or 10 Slay Nation trails that haven't even opened yet. But things are starting to. California, nice. But things are starting to heat up. So here's what we'll do real quick. We're just going to go over a few Slay Nation events, results of directors that are not able to hop on tonight, and then we're going to hop into everybody who's on the screen. So let's kick off with March 11th, Arizona Slay Nation event at Lake Arivaca. We're going to do top 3 in Big Bass. All right. So first place, right, Thomas Grumpf, 81.75. Second place, Scott Bradley, 73 flat. Third place, Mark Nienhaus, 32.5. And Big Bass went to Thomas with 19.75. So he was on the Heat Your Meat hot seat. Next, we're going to get to New Jersey season opener this past Sunday. 33 John Boat teams. Let's go. Right? All right. Asses in Pink, Assapink Lake, right? First place, solo angler, Kenny Iverson and Big Bass, 19.25. Tommy and Jason took second. I don't have inches here because they weren't posted. And third place out of Pennsylvania, actually, Josh Delacour and Danny Taggart, who also, those New Jersey guys don't like that team. Josh Delacour and Danny Taggart are the only team from Pennsylvania, and they won AOY last year. So the Jersey guys are out for them. They got a target on their back. Let's next get into March 11th, Oklahoma. All right, March 11th, Oklahoma. We got Dwayne Morris and Jake. This was a really tough event. I know that. It was super windy, super cold. So really low limits here. Dwayne Morris and Jacob Gunn with 33.5. Dwayne Morris with a big bass of 17.5. Dwayne Morris is like 6'8". He makes every fish look like it's a 10-incher. Second place is Julian Gallegos with 16.25. And third place, Dustin Clark and Connor Hobbs with 16 flat. So congratulations to them. And we'll hop into Georgia in a minute, Ed. We're gonna, because I want to talk to you about that, especially that footage with the 2 fish going after your bait that time near the dock. That was really cool. So here's what we'll do first. Let's get into Arizona real quick. March 11th. AJ, want to take us into that a little bit?
Yeah. Let me put me on the spot real quick. I had all it pulled up.
I got it right here, so I could talk you through it.
All right. So yeah.
So I'm sorry. Right. Oh, I'm sorry. March 19th. Right. March 19th and Lake Havasu.
Yeah, so we had 2 back-to-back Lake Havasu tournaments. The first one was in February. The second one just here in March. February, super tough conditions. Nobody. I think we only had like 1 limit, or maybe not even a full limit out of stuff that was submitted. Fast forward to this one, we were thinking, oh man, it's March. There's gonna, they're gonna be on beds, or they're gonna be, fired up. Same thing. They were not. We had 17 anglers sign up. We had 7 people skunk out of that, 17 sign up, 6 people skunked. We had 2 limits and 28 fish caught total. So
okay,
we did a lot better than the February tournament, but out of that, we still had a big fish of 19.75, which was pretty nice smallmouth. That was actually really cool.
Garrett Schumer, I believe, caught that, right?
Yep, that's right. And then Lance Engel took third. I took second, and then we got first place, I think, just showed up, right?
Wait, who came in first place?
What's up?
Victor Escobedo? How do I pronounce it?
Escobedo.
See, let's say it so much better than me, man. Well, Victor, thanks for coming on, man. Yeah. So that's your first victory, I believe, right?
Yeah. This will be my 4th tournament. First one for this season, but first win.
And how does that feel? Does that help you? So here's my question then. Like not for nothing, and anybody on here can, piggyback off this, but like I've never won a fishing tournament, right? But I can imagine when you finally win one, like it boosts your confidence and it probably gets you even more excited for the next one.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because I had excuses, and my excuses were we have people that fish more often. I would say supposedly because maybe retired or whatnot, and
Yep.
uh, we have some pretty good guys out here. I mean, Lance and Kent Stoker. I don't know if you guys know about them, but they're pretty good out here, man. They're always up on the list, and those are some of the people that are always pretty intimidating to me. And for me to go somewhere to a brand new lake that they usually always go and fish, it just let me know, like, man, it could be different anytime. It, I don't know, man. It's just
Yeah.
yeah. That's so it's very motivating for me now, and now I can take that excuse out of my way, and go to any new lake and just be ready. Be just for what from what I know and go from what I know, and stop overthinking.
Yeah, at the end of the day, everybody's got to fish for the same fish, right? And I can't tell you how many times, just like being a director in a small vessel series, how many times I'll see guys like a team in a canoe paddling and still beating guys on a john boat with a trolling motor, or even a bigger boat, right? It's determination, man, right? You put your head down, you grind, and you fish and do what you
Yeah,
love.
We
yeah.
had guys show up. We had a guy show up, forgot all his baits. And we were like, hey, man, here, just grab a couple baits, man, whatever you need. Ended up winning the tournament.
You gave him the good stuff. You can't give him the good stuff, Fed. You give him like the stuff, like the hand-me-downs.
Determination, man. You get out there, you want to catch them bad enough, man. You'll catch them.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
had the same thing happen on a tournament of mine. We had 2 bags of worms, 4 hooks, and a frog already tied on. We were killing it on the frog, got it stuck up in a tree. We climbed the tree to get the frog because we were so limited, and we won that tournament.
Yeah, this last tournament we just had this last weekend at Millerton, pre-fishing Saturday, one of my anglers got his kayak flipped by a bass boat from their tournament, and he lost about $5,000 worth of gear, tackle, all that. They had to pull his kayak out of the water. The next day at the tournament, he ended up getting big fish.
Wow.
I saw
Yeah.
that video. I saw it, but it cut off. I think it's not like I saw the black bass boat, and
Yeah,
you see the guy take off, and then like the video stopped. And
yeah.
who was
But-
that again?
Huh?
Who was that? Who's the angler?
Anthony Nordstrom.
Yo, he caught big fish.
Yeah,
Okay,
he got the big fish.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
So
That
he got a little bit of redemption. It was a pretty cool story because he was thinking about going home.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep.
Damn. Good for him. Well, I'm glad he's safe too.
Yeah.
But awesome. Well, AJ, what's next for Nevada?
So last night we just did our award ceremony halfway through the season now. So we did all of our awards and everything last night at one of our members. He has a bar and a restaurant, so we got to use that place as a venue, which was pretty cool. Gave away a bunch of prizes and stuff like that, a bunch of X-Zone lures and Harmony Fish and stuff. You know, it was super fortunate to be able to give that kind of stuff out. Everybody's super appreciative of it. But yeah, now we're moving forward. Fourth event's going to be, I think, next weekend on the 8th. I don't know if we're a week away now. But yeah, on the 8th we got one more, and that's going to be out at
Cottonwood Cove.
Cottonwood Cove. Thank you. Which is
Cottonwood. Okay.
so Cottonwood Cove out here, March, April, May. They start getting on beds, and you can catch 19-inch smallies. It's not uncommon to do that twice or 3 times within a day.
Okay.
But the thing is with that place comes like crazy windstorms, and Victor can attest to it. That place gets unforgiving extremely quick. So we're praying for good weather, because the Park Service, they shut us down as soon as those white caps start rolling. It's bad out there, like real bad. So
Yeah, I bet.
we'll see how it goes, but we're praying for good weather and hopefully a lot of bed fishing.
Okay. All right, good. And maybe another win, Victor. We'll see.
Right, I was just going to say, Victor, you bringing the same bait you caught the fish on last time?
There you go.
All it was a TRD red craw. That's all 6 of my fish.
Okay.
If Jake
There you
wasn't
go.
a mouthful of spaghetti, I think he'd agree with that one there.
Hold up, guys. Okay, listen, I have a good excuse. I was mounting a motor all night, and then
What does that
Frankie
mean,
messaged
mounting a
me.
motor?
Right.
I'm mounting in the back of the kayak. We got a motor on the back of the kayak.
Gotcha.
And, Frankie messaged me, and I was like, oh, crap. I got to go on live. So we got some leftover spaghetti. So, Congrats to
Okay.
the winner.
As long as it doesn't end up on your sweater, you know,
Exactly.
you'll be all right.
Yeah.
man.
True.
I got
Oh,
that
hey,
nice-
boys. Hey, we got to give a congratulations to Jake Stem. He just got engaged.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, Meg. Come
Congrats.
on in. Look,
There you go.
on cue
Sucker.
right here. Hello.
Oh, hey May.
Oh, hey, May.
Congratulations.
I feel like I should be
Congratulations.
a member at this point.
She's always in the
What-
background. She's just never
You're an
on the-
honorary member. You didn't know that already? You won tournaments. You
She
are
did.
a
She did
slayer.
win some John Boat events
Right.
for you, right?
So,
Yep.
May, I got a quick story for you. I think, right, you guys got engaged, what, Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I called Jake Sunday morning at like, I don't know, 8:30, almost 9. I'm driving up to the expo. And he picked up the phone. I could tell he just must have woke up or was in bed or just sleepy. And I'm like, whoa, yo, congratulations, man. He's like, for what? And I go, for getting engaged. He's like, oh, I thought you were talking about something else. I was like, dude.
I don't know. I was out of it.
Okay, but I have a follow-up story. So, especially in the morning, I'm a very light sleeper. I heard you from across the room, and I was like, "Oh, it must be Frankie if it's that loud."
Woo!
Hey, I could crack a back with this voice and I can wake people up like an alarm clock.
Like usually, I'm like, "Who is Jake talking to?" And I was like, "Nope, that's Frankie, definitely."
Oh my God. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're really excited for you both. All right, cool. So let's go to Georgia now. Ed, let's talk about Georgia. I'll share results and you could talk about any details, and specifically you had a good event. So Georgia, March 11th on 6 Mile, which is on Lake Lanier, right? I think a lot of us I've heard of Lake Lanier. Spotted bass. First place, Marvin London and Tymeek Santos, who also had big bass with 20.5. Second place, Mr. Ed Munoz. Ed, what did you finish with? How many inches?
I want to say it was 3 inches short of what first place was.
All right. I don't have what first place. I don't know.
I think they were 87 and I was 84.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't see V put the inches. And then third place was Ryan Marquis, right? Solo. So awesome event. How'd it go for you, Ed?
Yeah, it was 87 and 87.75 and then 84.75 and then 32.25.
Okay.
It was rough. It was rough. It was cold. It was cold. Did I say it was cold?
What is cold? You're talking to some northeastern guys here who cold is like 27.
I want to say it was. I don't know. Yeah, your cold is going to be way different than our cold.
Yeah, Josiah's laughing because cold is like 65.
Yeah, for me, honestly, for me now, like I'm from up north, but I've been what they call Georgia 5. Like for me, anything 55 and below, like I'm second guessing whether I should have went fishing that day or not. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there before, and I'm like, it's not worth it. And I tell my wife all the time, okay, next year I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not doing this cold weather, and I do it every year. But
yeah,
it's because I love fishing. You know what I mean? You know
I have
that's
to ask.
That makes it better.
Sounds like you did catch fish though, Ed.
I caught a couple fish. It wasn't easy. I literally caught my 5th fish 15 minutes before we were supposed to be at the ramp. Like I was on my way to the ramp. Ramp was right around the corner. And I caught my 5th fish. And I was like, okay, at least I got a bag. So I didn't think I did that great. I was like, if it took me all day to catch 5 fish, then yeah, these guys must have been out here wailing on them. And I was just behind them and they didn't give me any fish. Yeah. But it wasn't, I guess it wasn't that easy for everybody. I've been out there a couple times, and what really worked for me is I'm a shallow fisherman, so they have docks. A lot of the places that we go to don't have docks, and now that we go to a couple places that have docks, I love docks. I'll sit there and pitch and flip docks all day long. If you've seen any of my videos, I've caught some really good fish pitching and flip docks.
Yeah.
So it's proven they're there. You know, if you have the patience to just try to find them, they're there. That day I caught them on of course I caught them on a jig. There's never really a time I don't catch them on a jig, but that's my go-to. If they're not biting, I'll start flipping a jig and I'll produce a bite, a fish somehow. I caught them on a jig, caught them on the crankbait. I don't toss a lot of crankbaits, but I'm trying to change my fish. I'm trying to
Diversify.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do,
Yep.
as you see, I got a bunch of stuff here. A lot of this
I
stuff
was gonna ask that. I was gonna ask, do you live close to V? Because there's got to be a tackle shop that's out of business.
I thought he
between
just
what you guys
might
have in your
set up a
garage.
He was my
laptop.
inspiration. I went and saw his garage, and I was like, well, damn, I got room out in my garage. It's really good. So little by little, I just started, getting all my stuff up. And I used to have a lot of my stuff in the house. Now it's all out in the garage. I just come out here now. So in the wintertime, I'm out here freezing. In the summertime, I'm out here sweating. But it's my little corner, it's where I keep all my stuff. I come up here and lose baits. I'm like, I know I have some worms up here somewhere. Stare at the wall for a while, and then I find them, Yeah, so I caught him on a jig. I caught him on a crankbait. Caught him on a shaky head. The shaky head is what produced for me that day. I got my most bites on the shaky head. They've got a lot of spotted bass over there, and I'm not used to fishing for spotted bass. So the couple times that I did go out there beforehand, I caught largemouth, big largemouth.
Nice.
This for the tournament, I was like, yeah, I don't have time to spend all day to catch 2 big fish. I need to catch fish. Once I catch 5, then we'll concentrate on the largemouth. So I changed my style of fishing that day, and it worked. You know what I mean? It really did work. A lot better than what I thought. And I'm also learning how to use the live scope and the graphs, and just fishing a lot different than I normally had been in the years past. So it worked out. It wasn't too bad, man. It like you said, once you start winning and things start coming together, and they start working out the way that you're seeing a spot. Like for instance, the one that you're talking about with the 2 bass.
Yeah.
Spotted bass. That was a dock. I saw a little spot underneath the dock. I'm like, hey, if I was a bass, I would be hiding underneath there. So I flipped a worm underneath there. Got a bite, and I'm like, okay, cool. As I'm reeling them in, I'm going to grab them. Here comes another spotted bass out of nowhere. He came up to bite the worm out of the mouth of the fish that I had hooked. Scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh shit, there goes 2.
Yeah.
So I got him in, and I was like, shit, if there's another one underneath there, man, I got to try to get him. But I couldn't get him the bite after that. Once he seen me, he took off, and that was it. But it was
he looked like a nice sized bass too.
It was a nice size. It was nice size spotted bass. It must have been a 2 or 3 pound spotted bass. To catch a 2 or 3 pound spotted bass in a tournament, that's a blessing. If you do that all day, you're gonna do good.
That happened to me in Maine last year. I was fishing in a tournament, the KBF and EKF, and I was fishing. I didn't know the smallies were on beds. I'm catching them on jerk baits, and I had like 91 inches by like 9 a.m. And at one point I went to net one in a kayak, and you're lower, like AJ knows, like you're not standing up, you can't see down in. I literally net, and as I net, it's on the surface. There's another like 19 trying to grab the jerk bait. I almost netted both of them, and I was like, oh, I
don't normally use a net. I have one. I have it deployed, ready to go. The guys will tell you all the time, and I've lost so many fish because I'm like, why? Because you didn't grab the net. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. But anywho, on this one, for whatever reason, I didn't use the net. I went to go grab the lip and I told my wife, had I had the net, I probably would have caught both of them. You know what I mean? He came out of nowhere, scared the shit out of me. And I was like, oh, what do I do? Okay, well, you got to get the one that you got hooked before you lose him. It was exciting. It's very exciting. And to be able to catch it on footage the way that I did, I was like, oh, that was a blessing.
Oh,
yeah. And how it all started with the footage was, it was me. It all started with my wife. She gave me a GoPro for my birthday. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? I'm not going to do a YouTube. I don't catch fish like that. I don't know what I'm doing. So I started wearing it, and then I would come home and I would watch the footage of the fish that I lost and say, okay, what did you do wrong? And I would watch that, and I would say, oh, okay, next time, loosen the drag or fight them a little more or don't horse them so much. And it really, really helped a whole lot. And then every once in a while, I'd have some really cool footage, and then I'd upload it on Fishbrain. And then I had a couple guys there that were like, "Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?" No. You should get a YouTube channel.
That's good.
So I got the YouTube channel, and now it's just me going out, just filming what I do and how I do it, and hopefully, somebody will pick it up and say, well, maybe I can, because a lot of it was me watching other guys and saying, hey, if they can do it, why can't I? And I'll go out there and try to replicate what they were doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
That's a good football and everything. You do learn a lot watching it back.
Oh yeah, man. Somebody can watch me and say, hey, he doesn't have, a $15,000 boat. My John boat, dude, was given to me. It had holes in it. It leaked. You know what I mean? I fixed it up. I painted it, put some stickers on it, put some wood on it, made it look clean. You know what I mean? Now I get so many compliments. People are like, "Oh man, your rig is it's awesome. It's great." It's like, man, it's not all that. It has everything that I need. It has everything. Everything that I need is on this boat for it. Everything that I need is on this boat.
What's your YouTube channel so the crowd can know?
Gone Fishing with Ed, right there.
That's it, right there.
Yeah, all gone Fishing with Ed. All one word.
There it is.
Check it out, man. It's got some pretty good footage. Yeah, like I said, I'm not out there like Ben Milliken catching double digits and stuff like that, but I have fun. You know what I mean? There's times I go out there and I lose fish, and and I'll put the footage up there, and hopefully somebody will say, "Hey, I saw him do that. Let me not do that," and they won't lose any fish. You know, it is.
There you go. There you go. How not to fish?
How not to fish. Exactly.
Nice, awesome. Well, Ed, appreciate you sharing that, man. And obviously, you're gonna have a good season. You always have a good time, and that's all that matters.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take it down to Central Florida. Why not? Since we're talking about Georgia, let's go to Central Florida. Josiah, Lake Parker, March 18th. Do you need me to share the results? I got them here. I got top 3 here and stuff.
No, I actually got them right here.
Go for it, doggy.
Lake Parker for me was tough as hell that day. But our first place was Dale Templeton. He had 82 and a quarter. That dude fishes from a Ginu, badass Ginu.
What's a Ginu?
It's like a canoe, but with a flat back on it, with a motor on it.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a skiff.
Okay.
Like a skiff. I was gonna say like a skiff, huh? Yeah.
I don't know what y'all call them up there. We call them Ginus.
I call it a canoe, but whatever.
No, it's a brand. It's a canoe. You can look them up. They're badass, man.
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude,
I had a canoe then. I had an Old Town canoe, I guess, because I had a flat back.
Canoe.
No, you had a canoe. And then Carlos, Mr. Pay Attention, had 82 inches.
Ooh.
And Josh McClellan had 82 inches.
Okay.
Everybody that was on top 6, they were all pretty close.
Yeah.
Then we had Josh Olette. He had big bass, 24-inch big bass.
24-incher, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Beef.
he had a 22 and a half. I screwed up myself. When I set the Turning X up, for some reason I put 7:15 for lines in. But at the meeting in the morning, I was like, "Hey, 7 o'clock lines in." This dude calls me like 7:10. He's like, "Hey, it won't let me submit the fish. What's going on?" I was like, "Let me check." Like on there, I was like, "Oh shit, I screwed up." I was like, "Just hold on, I'm gonna fix it. You can resubmit it." So he had a 24 and a 22 and a half.
Nice.
Yeah, those are huge too.
He only caught 3. If he would have caught 2 more fish, he probably would have won it. But
oh yeah.
It was a good day. I caught a few, but it was all my typical Cincos and then punching through that matted grass. But it was rough on me that day. Carlos and I actually fished the same lake, and when I saw his numbers, I was like, "What the hell was you doing?" And I was doing differently. we were on the same, because that lake has like another lake connected to it, and like a small like pond you have to go through, like thank you. Like under the bridge to get to.
Yeah.
And that's where a couple of the guys went. But Carlos and I went over to that other. We were the only 2 in that lake, and he was just tearing them up, and I couldn't. I think
that's him right there. That's definitely him.
Pay attention.
Nice. Awesome. All right, good stuff. Nice, man. What's next? What's up next for you guys?
Lake Alfred. It's one of my favorite lakes. So
okay.
I might actually get out to go pre-fish next weekend. So
I see you got the package of goods there, huh?
I did. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
I seen that 3X in there. I was like, "Oh, that one's mine."
I have extra ones, so I might be able to send you some more.
But I can check the web for.
That's funny. Oh, who's that?
Thank you, Siri.
Siri, yeah, thanks, Siri. Appreciate it.
Whatchamacallit? All right. Well, hey, before we continue to California, right? A big congratulations to Jeff Gustafson, the Bassmaster the Bassmaster champion, right? Mr. Jeff Gustafson. And then we had the Bassmaster Kayak Championship. So congratulations to Russ Snyders, who, if you follow kayaking, you know who he is. And to second place, California Slay Nation member, another big name from the West, Damian Tao. So congratulations to them. And that takes us to California. Dave, March 20, what was it? Was it March 26th? Yeah. March 26th, Millerton Lake. Take it away, dude.
It was a cold, chilly morning. We were concerned about some winds coming in around the 15 mile an hour. Those came in later in the afternoon. It was a tough bite. We had 33 anglers registered for that day. Like you mentioned just a little while ago, I actually had 2 anglers at that Bassmaster Kayak Classic. I had AJ Ramirez, who placed 52nd, and then we had Damian Tao, who placed 2nd overall. So they were there. And then I had a few guys down at Lake Havasu that weekend for the KBF 2-day event down there at Lake Havasu. So we had some anglers missing.
Yeah.
But it was still a good turnout. We had 33 anglers registered. We had 7 limits, and 3rd place was Peng Ying with 71 1/4. And then 2nd place was John Myers at 73 inches even. And John Myers, if you guys don't know, on the West Coast, he's one of those big sticks that you guys talk about. Damien, he's right there with Damien, and they actually fish together and go to a lot of events together. When they travel, they usually travel together. But John Myers is usually one of those sticks that you hear on the West Coast. That he's right there with Damian Tao. So he got 2nd place with 73 inches, and then Kong Yang, he got 74 1/4. And when I was verifying fish all day, it was between Kong and John Myers. You just see the submissions on the leaderboard, and when I turned it off at noon, they were just going back and forth. Every time they were submitting a fish, they were changing positions every time. So it was a fight between them 2 all day. There were 79 fish caught for the day. That tells the bite was a little tough. And then our big fish, which again was a cool story, Anthony Nordstrom with a 20 1/4 inch big fish. To go back a little bit, the day before he was pre-fishing, there was a bass boat tournament going on, and the bass boat came around real fast, supposedly, and there was a bunch of witnesses on the kayaks. Came around real fast, just noticed the kayakers, and Anthony happened to be one of the closest ones to him within 10 feet. And the guy turned his boat real fast and sent the wake towards him, flipped his kayak, and then the boater took off, didn't even offer help. So his kayak got submerged, and they tried to pull it to shore, drain it out. He lost 3 or 4 rods, a bunch of tackle. I think his battery got damaged. So he said it was almost close to $5,000 worth of damage. He called me up that afternoon, kind of was thinking about leaving. I told him, hey, think about it. Maybe stick it through. Some guys will. He lost his measuring board. Yeah. So some guys that were there at the campsites, because he was camping overnight, gave him some things to use for the tournament the next day, so he could stick around. His 360 light, he went to one of the trees, broke off a branch, taped his light on there, stuck it on the back. That's just what he had to do, and he ended up getting almost $300 and big fish for the day.
Jesus Christ. These kinds of stories are happening way too often, like with the boater, like just the speed thing, and then encountering, like, I hate to say it, but something really bad's going to happen.
So tournament day, later in the afternoon, where I was set up at the day use, I was on a point where I could see actually the whole lake. And Shane Jones was sitting on the point, and I'm sitting there verifying fish, and I look over at the corner, and I see a boat coming, and I notice that his trajectory is going right towards Shane. I said, no, he's not. There's no way this boater's going to be that dumb. And I'm sitting there looking, and I put the laptop down, and I went and walked to the point just to watch. And I kind of yelled towards Shane. I don't know if he heard me because of the wind, but that boat came within 3 feet of Shane, and it was a pleasure boat, a bunch of people on there, and they're just waving at Shane like they're thinking, they're like, hey. And Shane's just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was a joke.
Jesus.
But good turnout. Besides the win, tough bite. Our next tournament's going to be April 16th at Eastman Lake. It's a Trophy Bass Lake, actual labeled as a Trophy Bass Lake. I think we're going to be primed because this lake puts out, Damian Chow's going to be there for sure. This is one of his hometown lakes. I mean, 10 pounders, 13 pounders, 15 pounders. It just like this lake puts out numbers. I think we're going to tickle the 100-inch mark for this tournament and a possible 24-inch big fish.
Ooh.
So
you look forward to it. Listen, I don't know if you know Kong Yang personally, but tell him his new nickname is King Kong.
There you go. Yeah.
That's so stupid. Awesome, man. All right. Well, I'm just glad. I'm glad to hear.
Give a shout out to X Zone Lures. I appreciate them, for the raffles, prizes and stuff like that. Riverwise Fishing, Torch, eyewear.
Donahue's.
I got some Torch eyewear. They sent out some glasses to give out to my winners. So that them,
nice,
ZPRO, obviously for being, one of the main sponsors. Harmony Fishing, Hooks at Hoodlums. Yeah, Hooks at Hoodlums.
Yeah.
And then Heat Your Meat, for the big fish. So
heat that meat. That's right, baby.
I appreciate those sponsors helping out. P-Line Fishing, First Gen Fishing, they supplied, supplies for a sponsor package for my winners. So I appreciate their help.
Absolutely. Without partners, it's tough to get anything or do anything. Nice. Well, all good stuff. All great to hear everybody safe with certain scenarios, right? Because that's the last thing you want to hear happen. Whatchamacallit. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to wrap things up. And we're going to call it a night. We appreciate everybody in our direct psych. We got to do the battery giveaway, babies. But before we get to that, Jake Stem, what's happening in 2 weeks in Virginia, son?
Dude, we're going to Smith Mountain Lake. We're hosting the first ever Slay Nation College Series event. I am freaking hyped. It's going to be warm weather. They're going to be bedding. There is a BFL that weekend, unfortunately, but the lake is ginormous, so it can handle the 150 boats plus a bunch of college kids on kayaks. They're going to be under docks, shallow, just the way we like it. I'm hyped. First event. Got a bunch of prize stuff going out for these college kids. Reached out to some of my personal sponsors. We got some extra goodies coming in there, and got about 5 kids signed up right now. So if you guys are listening, if you're in the Virginia area, any college kid, it can be community college, a tech school, a trade school, any type of college. If you're in the age range, you have a 10 to 14 foot kayak, come fish. If you're not in Virginia, you're in New York and you want to cherry pick or fish our second event on Cayuga. We're going to be on Cayuga end of May, 100 inches to win, probably. Can almost guarantee it. Then we go to the Susky. So you guys don't have to fish all of them. You can fish one. You want to test it out. But if you fish 2 out of the 3, you register for the championship on Champlain in August, North End. So Smalley Heaven. So I'm hyped up. I'm excited. I'm going down Thursday, and I coach the one team. So we're going to travel down, and I'm going to get about a day and a half on the water myself before championship or the tournament on Saturday. So I'm hyped up. I'm excited, and it's going to be a fun time. I think it's going to go huge this year.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, I was just checking. I saw the wardrobe swap there, Frankie.
Yeah, that means
we're getting close.
Jake. So, Jake, you should get people from the New York series to go down with you too, or is that you got some people from?
I don't have any New York college kids. I reached out to 50 colleges in the Northeast that fished bass or FLW college series in the past 3 years. I did research, got as many contacts as I could, and I ended up getting contact with a gentleman who runs all of New York bass, and Jack Tibbins, you're over the age range. I know you want to come fish it. But technically
University of Phoenix.
College is a college. So, if they're in that age range and they're in an online college, that still counts. But yeah, I ended up talking to a guy who runs all of the high school and college for New York Bass Nation stuff. So don't know if we'll have any kids from them this year, but we're going to be working with them for next year and definitely work together on that. So
That's awesome, dude.
Right now we're looking at payouts. 20 kids sign up. First place is $1,000. 20 kids, first place, $1,000. We're paying out top 10% and big bass. So it's 90 to the pot, 10 to the big bass, and then 15 with the fees, Tourney X and PayPal and all that types of stuff. We got a huge banner. Frankie got a huge 8-foot by 8-foot banner. It's gonna look sick. We're gonna be, yeah, it's legit. I'm so excited to get down there. Warm weather, big fish. Yeah, it's gonna be.
This is for the college students.
Yep, this is
college kayak.
Hey, $1,000 is a party weekend right there.
I know.
Oh my God, that's a
Damn good one at that.
That's Cancun with all your boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
I'm excited.
That's right. All right. Well, listen, here we go. Let's get to it, y'all. So if you're watching right now, you better share this stream because we're giving away, right? ZPRO, title sponsor, is giving away, right? This is all a part of our registration push. And some of y'all that are procrastinators, well, you missed out. It was supposed to be a due date of February 1st. And we said, we'll be nice. And we pushed it to March 17th. So you had an extra month and a half to get involved. And we're going to pick the random selector is going to choose. We're going to, I'll share my screen. And we have like 50 names or so on this wheel. And we're going to have 2 winners. The first person is going to win a 12-volt, 30 amp hour lithium battery, courtesy of ZPRO Lithium. And then the second winner, all right, is going to win a 12-volt, 100 amp hour lithium battery.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh,
my kid.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, what's up, kiddo? All right, so let me grab.
Jake Stem's holding it up. Look at that.
Here's a 12-volt, 30 amp. I got a little box I built to plug in.
Okay.
Here we go.
There you go, dude.
I'll be the display. That's what you're winning right there. Runs Garmin Live Scope all day.
Nice. I don't have that. I got a 10 amp. I got a 10 amp hour. All right. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Just let me know if you guys get this. Don't mind my 30 tabs opened up either.
Yeah, Victor needs a battery.
You need a battery, dog. We'll see what happens, baby. We'll see what happens. All right, let me bring it up.
We got discount codes too.
Yeah,
that's right.
We get good discount codes.
Oh my God!
All right, can you see that?
No, I can't read any of the numbers.
No, you can't. You're not going to read the names. There's so many on there. So look, I'll scroll all the way down so people know. It's a lot of names. Okay.
Hey, I see Slay Ray like 10 times. That's cheating.
What? No. I used my middle name on a couple.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to hit this little arrow right here. And that's going to spin us. This is for the 30 amp battery. I got my pen ready so I can write down this person's name.
I like how we had BTC on there. Not even a full name. We just had his
Not even a full name. BTC, baby. All right. Here we go. First one is.
Oh, snap.
No music.
No, I don't know. Is John Baker.
Congratulations, John.
Congratulations, John. I doubt he's watching. But we're going to remove John so that his name cannot be picked twice. So congratulations, John Baker.
I don't know if that's one of my winning guys.
Yeah, I don't know. He's either Cali or I feel like maybe an Oklahoma guy or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right. Here it is, folks. This is for the big one. 12-volt, 100 amp hour battery going to oh baby.
Frankie Provolone.
Yeah.
I wish. No, I wouldn't take it. Leon Trachtenberg.
Sheesh.
All right, Leon. Look at that last name, boys. Holy shit.
Write it down.
I was just Leon T.
You can't do that, man.
What? All right, stop sharing. All right, well, there we go. We got John Baker with a 30 amp hour ZPRO battery. So what we're going to do is we'll email both winners, Leon and John, and we will attach Michael. So Michael, right, the owner of ZPRO, We were trying to do this last weekend. He's just busy, right? Just super busy. He couldn't make it happen. Then I was like, hey, I got to get this done. I'm doing it Friday night. Can you hop on? We'd love to have you. He's camping out with his kiddos, so obviously family first and all that. But he knows we'll be sharing the winners' names, your addresses, emails, all that great stuff. And then once the winners get it, we want you to post it so you can validate that we are doing the real stuff here. It was the holy. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Shout out to Slay Ray.
I got more of those being mailed out right now.
Dang right.
That's
Going on the
right.
wall.
That's right. Slayers got their AOI plaques finally, right? Just so anybody knows, yes, we do take some time to get things done because it's done right there in Ray's basement. And you could even see I got access pipes behind me. This is where all the magic happens in basements.
More being mailed out, guys.
More being mailed out. We got Lady Slayers that we're showing stuff. So shout out to AJ. There it is. But hey, real quick. So I just want to share something really quick. So this weekend, right, I had our first expo, and one of my favorite thing of the whole weekend, one was right being around some great companies and networking. But two, I met so many Slay Nation people that I've never met before. I just see their name on our spreadsheets and rosters that were anywhere from Maine down to New Jersey, right? Northeast, people from Rhode Island. I had people coming up to me saying, hey, are you the loudmouth from the podcast? I guess. I don't, I'm like, what podcast? Whatever. And it was great. I met Lady Slayers and their husbands. So it was really cool to finally meet Slay Nation members that kind of, that support everything we're trying to do here with Slay Nation. And lots of love, got tons of love from people, throughout, the Northeast anyway. But, we want to just appreciate everybody that's hopping in and watching on Facebook and YouTube, and our directors and our Slayers right here. And we're off to a really, really good season so far, knock on wood, safe and successful stuff and fun. And here's what I will say is we don't have as many trails as we have had in the past, right? We had some directors that own small businesses that picked up, so they just busy on the weekend. So we dropped some trails, right? We still have 26, 27 trails this season. But what I will say is that right now we have currently the most trails that have 20, 25 plus members that we've ever had, right? Cali at the 70 something mark, New Jersey's in the 60s, Pennsylvania kayak series in the 40s, AJ, right? Nevada's reaching 30. And so this is what a club is. This is what a club is about, right? It's building this and sustaining it. And then through the years, right? Georgia has a higher club member amount this year as well. A lot of people, New York's pushing 45 right now. Connecticut, I had to close mine out. Our kayak series is closed out. Our horsepower series. So so even though we don't have as many trails, right? Which still, I'm happy with 26, 27 trails, right? But we're getting higher members in the clubs, right? So the quantity and quality, the quality is there. Oh, Greg Lindbergh. Oh yeah. Got to find so I met them at the show. Really nice people right there. Really nice people. He's doing a slot series. So again, don't forget, y'all, we do have a national slot series. That's an online series for anybody. You could be a Slay Nation member. There it is. Get the hats too. And sign up for the national slot series. That means everybody competes against each other across the country. Alvin Paleani, keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He is going in for surgery, colon cancer. Okay, he is our director. He's getting parts of his colon removed to take care of the cancer. So please keep him in your thoughts. He'll be in surgery in the hospital for 5 or 6 days. But he starts our national slot series at the end of the month. And slot series is 5 fish, right? CPR, all that stuff. Fish from wherever you want, bank, boat, kayak, whatever. It's 4 fish up to 18 inches, and then 1 fish over 19 inches, right? So it kind of evens out the playing field for wherever you live. And that's a really fun series. So you can double dip, fish a live event, and then 1 weekend get in a national slot series event.
And
right?
Frankie,
Have some fun with it.
Is that on Tourney X or where's that?
Yeah, it's all on Tourney X. Yep. Tourney X, all that stuff. Yep. Every event. So that'll be really cool. And also, Alvin owns the American Angler Outdoor TV channel, right? He started this thing. It's something he's always been passionate about. It's on Roku now. You can literally go on Roku and you can check people's channels out. I'm talking not long. You send him the video and he'll take it from there. So if you want 10 minutes of yourself rigging up, tournament prep, maybe 20 minutes teaching how to use a shaky head, right? Whatever. It's a great way for y'all to promote yourselves, maybe personal sponsors, whatever you want. Like Ed, this is perfect for guys like you, right? That record your stuff. Obviously, make sure it's all family friendly. That's for everybody. But Alvin, you post it, go on Roku, and you'll see, for example, Gone Fishing with Ed. Sit back on your couch, grab a little Slayer Select coffee or whatever tickles your little schmickle, and watch your boys catch some fish and all that stuff. So I'm gonna post some event stuff this year for my events, like the award ceremonies, whatever videos I get. But keep that in mind. That's the American Angler Outdoors. It costs, I don't think it costs anything. You just send him a video and he does all the work, literally. So really cool stuff. But before we get out of here, I want all of y'all to have a minute to just thank any sponsors, whatever you got to do, where people can follow you, and shout outs, and blow kisses to your girlfriends and stuff, or boyfriends and whatever. All right. So let's start. How about we start in the bottom right here? Let's start with Victor.
What's up, guys? Victorious Fishing right here out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to thank Frank and AJ for you guys always got it going. Besides that, shout out Livingston Lures, man. They've always been there to support me, from bank fishing all the way till now.
Nice.
Besides that, my family as well. Have some of my wife and my parents here around me right now. Besides that, thanks to everybody that's joining in on it, and it's always making it fun. I love it.
That's what it's all about, baby. Keep doing those push-ups, dog. I saw those. I saw those, baby. I got you. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Victor. All right, let's go to the bottom left here. The guy that was eating spaghetti.
First off, Victor, congrats on the dub. I know you said it was only like your first tournament, and we do not take credit for the amount of money you will now spend on fishing gear even more. We do not, Slay Nation, take part in that, but I tell you, it gets a lot worse. So
hey, Victor's already, Jake, Victor's already, he comes off that win and he's talking about batteries and motors, kayaks, graphs. I already know where this is going. It's not going to be just the fishing lures. It's going to be all the other.
That's awesome.
With it.
Well, congrats. Me, you guys know I'm directing the Slay Nation College Series. Me personally, I'll be fishing some local events. Getting my kayak wrap next week. Super excited. So if you're in the Northeast and you want to get your kayak wrap, hit me up. I know a company doing some kayak wraps, and just mounted a motor on the back. So I'm getting up there. Got live scope this year. It's getting a little crazy on the kayak, but I'll be fishing the Civil War. And Josh, I'm sorry to say this, PA's taking home the dub. You got lucky last year, okay? And that's just how it is. So you guys can find me.
Jake, real quick, tell everybody what the Civil War is.
All right, so Civil War. Civil War. What is it, May 13th?
Yes, sir.
We take all the really, really amazing PA slayers and, the New York guys, whatever, and we all compete. And it's your basic tournament, every man or woman for themselves. You fish, tournament. We pay out top 3 in big bass. But at the end of it, they take the top 5 New York people and the top 5 PA people and add up their inches. And whoever has the most inches at the end is the victor of the Civil War, and everyone gets plaques of the winning 5 team. And unfortunately, last year we lost it. It was close, but we did lose it. So we're coming back with vengeance. We're going to win it. Any guys that direct Slay Nation, if you're a jumbo, a kayak, I really suggest doing the Civil War. We had 50 members last year, and right now between both PA and New York kayak trails, we're at, I think, 90 to 95 guys and gals. So we're looking to break 100 for this Civil War. And it's going to be an awesome time. I'll be there. TJ, the new PA director that took over for me, doing a great job. Ray's helping him out too as well. And Justin and Josh, the New York directors, awesome dudes. I mean, like I said, we almost got 90 people between both clubs. So if you guys are running a John Boat series out in Cali, or the Kayak in Nevada team, meet up in the middle, have a Civil War. Dude, it's just so much fun. So I'm super excited for it. It's Cayuga.
Like carry around like a cannonball or something.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
Civil
it's
War.
gonna-
That could be a trophy, AJ. Cannon.
Yeah, right. Like, they
Yeah,
got
there
a
we go.
That's dope. Nice.
It's a
I
ton of
just
All
don't
fun,
want to
so-
make it if New York wins again.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Go ahead, Jake.
just last thing is you can follow me, Jake_STEM_fishing on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. If you have any questions about Slay Nation, you can always reach out to me, especially the college series. Reach out, and there we go. CA, Nevada, and Arizona. That'd be a nice Civil War right there.
Nice. All right, right above Jake, we got Slay Ray.
What's going on, guys? I just want to thank everyone to be a part of this talking tonight, making the live come alive. It's been a while. It's good to be back here and trading stories and heckling you guys. So I'm super jealous that AJ's been fishing the last 4 months and I've been freezing.
I'm getting cramps. I'm
Yeah.
tired. Like I hate
Listen.
that I have so much time on the water. Like I don't know. Like it's getting. I wish I had something to slow me down. I'm just kidding. I have to. I gotta throw shit like that because you guys have way better fisheries where you guys are at. So once they thaw, then you guys actually get better fish.
New York has better fishers. PA is pretty rough. Trust me.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
I picture
That's why I drive north.
Everything
Drive
east of Utah, I feel like, is just phenomenal fishing. And then California is in its own bracket because freaking
Cali's with Florida and Texas.
Yeah.
Always.
But that's it, Frank. Thanks for all the hard work. All the directors, thanks for all the hard work, guys, and the anglers coming out and making it successful. So that's all I got.
Sexy
man.
and successful. Yeah.
Yes, sexy, successful.
Nice. All right, let's bring it to the middle. AJ.
Yeah, I mean, just thanks to all the sponsors, thanks to Frank, Slay Nation, just everybody who helps the Slay Nation, give us a platform for us to host these tournaments and stuff like that. So I appreciate it. Hoping to increase some participation here in Nevada. I think we could probably grab a couple more anglers for signups this year, and hopefully with the point system that we're doing this year, we kind of piggybacked off of what California was doing. I think it's really anybody's race right now. Between me and one other angler, it's 1 point off for AOI. But everybody else below that, all they need is a third place or better, and that'll screw up the entire bracket. And I think there's like 9 people in that. So I'm excited for what the future holds for Nevada, and hopefully we get some decent weather and put some good fishing aboard, and yeah.
Good stuff. Awesome. Josiah.
Yeah. First of all, Ed, that Civil War. Let's see if we can't work on something like that.
There we go.
We might be able to take care of something like that. We're not too far off. I'd like to thank our sponsors, X Zone, ZPRO, Harmony. If you don't have a ZPRO battery, go get one. I've got 2. I got the 100 amp and the 55 amp. Love them. Nothing dies, not once. North Lakeland Outdoors, our local sponsors. It's a tackle shop nearby. We got to thank them. I thank all my guys, all the guys that show up every weekend, every month. A lot of guys help out set up, give away prizes. So I really appreciate all those guys. I got 2 guys that have YouTube channels. Seth, you all right?
I got a friggin' cramp. My hamstring. Oh shit.
You'll do your stretches, man.
You're a gym teacher. Do you not hydrate?
Frankie,
Coach,
it's
walk it
salt.
on, Coach.
You gotta put salt in your diet, all right?
Pardon my French, y'all.
Need more bananas, Coach.
Dude. All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, so
This
check
is
out
embarrassing.
Seth Venable at Seth Venable Fishing. He's got YouTube, Instagram, all that. And we also have our guy who won Big Bass at the last tournament, Josh. He's got a North Lakeland Central Florida Outdoors YouTube channel, Instagram, all that stuff. So go check those guys out. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. I love the way Slay Nation's going. Our club's looking a lot better than it was the last couple of years. So it's looking good. Loving it.
Nice. Awesome. Good stuff, man. I love Florida. I love the Florida crew. All right, Big Ed.
Yo,
you're up.
Hey, just wanted to say thank you to Frankie and all the directors, man, for making this happen every year. Look forward to fishing every year, man. I love it. Big shout out to all the pole bass and fishers.
Yeah.
Fish with, those are some really good fishing guys. good group of guys. So just thank you. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that same thing. Gone Fishing with Ed, all one word. Come check out the videos. Like I said, I ain't killing them, but having fun. So it's worth a watch.
Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you, Ed, man. You're really dedicated slayer, dude.
I appreciate
So
it.
we appreciate you, brother. You know that. All right, let's take it to Cali.
Oh, Cali. Well, first of all, Frankie, thank you. Without you, we wouldn't have this tournament circuit. So, I want to thank all the sponsors that have stuck with us for Slay Nation. Appreciate your guys' efforts and, sticking with us on, Slay Nation. Now, there was a mention of a Civil War. Frankie already knows I have something up my sleeve that we were working on. Well, technically not working on. It's already in the works. On the West Coast, I implemented a tournament of champions. It's called the Best of the West, and we'll have about 6 to 7 states involved. Where all the circuits in those states, I'm inviting their top 10 angler of the years in October for a 2-day TOC at Don Pedro, and though that person is going to be going for the bragging rights of the Best of the West, and this right here is the Mac Daddy for their winnings.
I'm going out west.
So that they're going for the bragging rights for 2023 for the Best of the West. So we got that. AJ's already aware of that. He's gonna, when they get their Angler of the Year points set towards the end of their season, he's gonna give the invites. That who all qualify for their top 10. We'll have our top 20 in there, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a battle. And I think it's gonna be cool because then those people will get to see how other anglers from different states fish.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have some from Utah, some from Oregon, Nevada, Arizona. I've reached out to Oklahoma and Texas, so they all got the invites, and we can see how everybody fishes. And then also too, if any of my California anglers are watching, I just want to let you guys know. I don't know if you're all aware of it, because I have a bunch of SoCal anglers signed up, and they travel about 5 to 7 hours to our tournaments. You guys, just to let you know, your Slay Nation membership, if you see a tournament over in Nevada, over at AJ Circuit, or over in Arizona, and that's like 4 hours away or something like that, your membership allows you to fish their tournaments.
Yeah,
so if you need to travel over across state lines, you don't have to worry about buying another membership. Go ahead and fish those tournaments. Just reach out to those directors, because they don't have you on the roster. Just let them know that you're going to sign up for the tournament. You're from California, and that you'll head over. But you guys, my anglers from California, your membership crosses over to other state lines for other Slay Nation.
Yeah, that goes for all of them. I mean,
we
welcome your guys over here with open arms. I mean, if you guys haven't fished Lake Mojave or Lake Mead, it's unlike anything, and I highly suggest giving it a try. And I'd like to see some bigger events on our bodies of water too.
Yes, sir.
So any of my SoCal anglers, feel free to reach out to AJ over at Nevada and Arizona. Reach out to those directors. Just let them know you're going to be signing up for their events if you decide to go over there, and they'll get you all scored away. And then also too, for my anglers, and this goes to other state directors for their anglers too, for their anglers watching, the hats. If you guys can see the state hats, these hats, the purchase of them goes to those individual states to help purchase, things, permits, insurance, awards, raffle items, stuff like that. So that just helps out. They're $30. You guys can see. So we've already got 4 sold over, our side. I showed at the tournament this last weekend, so a bunch of guys were all interested, trying to get the link to where they had to go and order them. So hopefully that helps out. And then
that's right.
Good luck to all the directors that have tournaments coming up this weekend and the next couple weekends. So
yeah, if you guys are interested in a state hat, anybody watching, just go to our website and go under the apparel tab, and it'll take you to our gear site. And they get shipped out pretty quick too.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the profits from those hat sales are gonna go back to the directors. I'm just waiting till like they accumulate. I got a spreadsheet going, but I don't want to send you $5 like here and there. I'd rather, $20, 30, 40. But I got everything all calculated. Well, listen, appreciate you guys all. Sorry about the cramp thing that like my hamstring just like knotted
That's
up
the best
on
thing
me.
ever. Best podcast
So,
ever.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It wouldn't be a Slay Station if something weird didn't happen. So listen, thank you all for hopping on tonight. Thank you. This was the highest this was our highest viewed Slay Station. We had over like 60 something people watching. I'll take that.
You're welcome.
So don't forget, you could share this when it's done. And appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend. If you guys are going out there slaying, good luck to Oklahoma. Small Vessel Series tomorrow. They're our only sleigh event this weekend. So best of luck to Joe Renty, the director, and all the slayers. We can't wait to see some pictures and who's going to be next on the Heat Your Meat hot seat. So without that, everybody out there, peace.
14 days, 8 hours, and 36 minutes to run.
Oh, that's right. Ed's got the sleigh tracker up there, dude. He sent me one. I got to get mine ready. That's it. So appreciate y'all. So as always, peace, love, and slay all day.